Welcome everyone. I am Giri, and today we're doing another drawing stream. We will be drawing Iru and Neru from High School DxD. I honestly had never heard of these characters before I had a viewer request them, but you know, I took a look at them and went, oh, interesting. They seemed like they were kind of pretty minor background characters, but I don't mind that. They're a pair of twins that run around with chainsaws, so I thought that might be fun to paint. Anyways, let's get started. Hello, Jay. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. How are you doing today? Having yourself a good day? Let's see. In this particular one, I think I wanted to do one of them kind of facing that way, the other one facing that way with kind of a back-to-back sort of pose. This will be the kind of box of the chainsaw here, and we can kind of block that in a little bit. Kind of chunk the back of the box in there or something. I don't know exactly how their chainsaws look. I'll have to take a closer look. I have reference pulled up, but that's about it. Let's see, how would I want the... I don't know, I might just cut those out altogether with framing. That'll be the other one there. And blocking the neck of the first one just a little bit. If I recall, Jay, didn't you... You recently mentioned that you had finished most of the code for your game and tried to compile it, and it compiled. How? Haven't heard much since that. I think that was a couple weeks ago. How's your game writing been going? Did you have a whole bunch of bugs that you had to sort out, or did it go pretty smoothly after that? Okay, I'm not muted. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's see. Had a pretty good day. I got my dragon puzzle up on the wall, and while I don't know how YouTube is on the other thing I did today, how about you? Well, I don't know. Oh, you don't know how YouTube is? Oh, I see. I see. Content YouTube might object to. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've been pretty busy, so I haven't had time to do any coding. Oh, I see. Let's see. So these two have little ponytails off the sides of their heads. Kind of vaguely sketch those in. Let's see. Get a little bit of that hair kind of blocked in. And cut out the arrows, I think, at this point. We just needed them for a moment. Let's see. That's a funky angle to put the arm at, because it's going to be kind of curving in front of her with a lot of bending in front of her with a lot of foreshortening. Let's see the handle of the chainsaw box, the blade out there somewhere. Well, it's more of a, I don't know what your policy is on it rather than YouTube policy. Oh, my personal policy on most content is if it doesn't violate YouTube policy, I don't care. You can talk about whatever. So yeah, what's on your mind there, Jay? Yeah, but pretty much the only thing I care about is if someone talks about something that could get the channel in trouble, I would rather that not happen. But if they're talking about something else, as long as the channel's not going to get in trouble, I don't care. Let's see, that'll be predominantly in front of the arm, I think, something like that. And there's going to be a lot of overlap there. Let's see, that hand's going to be a bit smaller, I think. So if the content I watch is on YouTube, it's fine? Probably, yeah, generally. Were you watching like some other VTuber or something? I don't mind people talking about other VTubers. I'm just some small indie VTuber, you know. Other people watch something else. That's just more content for me to talk about it. All right. Now, one thing I was a little hesitant about when I took this is the 2 characters. I've done 2 characters in the past for this, but they're always a bit harder. Blocking a couple shadow indications real quick. They technically are a VTuber, but the VTuber model isn't in the videos of them I'm watching. Oh. What, were you watching like Project Melody or something? So maybe, I wonder if I can turn that head a little bit more. Or maybe facing away is fine. We don't do many facing away. Or was it a Kason? Perhaps? I know she's had a few controversial run-ins, and she doesn't use her VTuber model on YouTube very often. Oh, good morning, Grimsley. How are you doing today? You having yourself a good day? I hope you are. It's always better when you start the day off well. Oh, it must be pretty early morning for you. What, like 9, 10 a.m. over there in Australia, Grimsley? That's it was Australia for you, yes? More hypnosis. Oh. Hey man, if you enjoy it, you watch what you like. I don't care. It's one of those, everyone's going to enjoy something slightly different, so you enjoy what you like. Let's see. Yeah, that's about the right measurement for the eyes. These guys got pretty tall eyes, so we'll have to make sure we get that. And no nose, like no nose at all practically. They got tiny little dots for noses. Well, I watch it in more of a therapeutic way. Yeah. All good, you know, mate. I'll admit, I occasionally indulge in a little bit of that ASMR stuff. You know, when I've had a long, stressful day, I'm like, I just want to relax. So, you know, some people might look at that as being a little cringe. I look at it and go, whatever. I enjoy it. I don't care if anyone else likes it or dislikes it. And I kind of think that's how, you know, hobbies and stuff like that should be. Do you enjoy it? Does it hurt? If so, go for it. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. It's not... There's, like, no reason that you shouldn't be allowed to enjoy stuff. It's all right. Fill the canvas real quick. When I'm stressed, I listen to JRPG soundtrack, especially Genshin ones. Yeah, Genshin's got some pretty good music. I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to listen to it explicitly, but everything I've ever heard in game has been pretty good. I probably should take a look at the soundtracks they've posted, because I know they posted quite a few of them, and just give them a listen. Just take a minute to just enjoy the soundtracks in their pure form. Let's see. You don't ever really get to just, like, when you're playing a game like Genshin, you don't really get to just enjoy its music. You always got something else happening when the music's happening. Let's see, I think I want to pull this arm out in front of her a little more. There we go. A bit more like that. Things I like about JRPG soundtracks is they are also copyright free. I mean, some of them are. Not all of them, certainly, but some of them are. I think Japan's music industry tends to not have nearly the same death grip as the American music industry. So a lot of Western games interact with the American music industry, and thus have to play by American music industry rules, which has extremely strong protections for artists, and it's kind of become normal practice, I guess would be the best way to put it. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but normal practice to just copyright claim anything that sounds remotely like your music. I am of the personal stance that I think this hinders the free advertising you could otherwise get for it. But I guess if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. And it is their prerogative to choose to do so. See, we got the kind of support handle here. Get the engine box there. These are kind of cartoonish chainsaws, honestly. Which, you know, kind of makes sense given that they're in an anime. One of the things I find interesting is that the average person actually goes into a hypnotic trance on an almost everyday basis. Oh, really? I hadn't known anything about that. Are you talking about going to sleep, or are you referring to something else? All right, let's get the blade sticking out here. Street of Elegance is one of your favorite personal Genshin soundtracks? Interesting. I'll have to track it down and give it a listen. Based on the name, that sounds like it would be out of Liyue, perhaps the soundtrack for Liyue Harbor? Or is that Inazuma? Let's just cut her to a new layer. There we cut. No, if you have ever been driving to work or been so focused on something that you lose track of time. I used to get that experience, where you enter the automatic state there. I do know what you were talking about. However, it's been a very long time since I've had that. I don't listen to music when I drive anymore, and it has made me a very aware driver. If that makes sense. But I don't really have holes in my time anymore. At the end of the day, I can think back and go, yeah, I remember doing this stuff, I remember doing that stuff, I remember the drive here, that sort of stuff. Alright, I guess we are going to need some legs on these gals here. So, let's see, if I recall, these guys wear biker spats. Or bicycle spats. I guess I'd never thought of that as being a hypnotic trance-like state, but I suppose it makes some degree of sense. I don't know a whole lot about hypnotism, if I'm completely honest, but... that needs a little less curve, I think. There we go. I like that. I really want to fill more of the canvas, but that's probably better, yeah. I think we lose the chainsaw a bit, but I don't think I'm that good at drawing a chainsaw anyway. I always tend to lose track of time when working on something that felt like an hour ago. Oh. Yeah. I mean, that's typically referred to when you lose track of time while working. That's typically referred to as a flow state. It's the state of having the perfect challenge for you, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's typically thought of as being a different mental state than doing something like driving. Like when you lose track of time from driving. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know a ton about those. Let's see. Got a little hair knob here. Let's see, we're gonna get a little bit of kind of triangle wrinkles there, indicating the shoulder blades. Oh, hello Nafuzi, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Thank you for advertising for me. Yes, please, if you feel so inclined, hit that like button. It does help the channel out a lot. It felt mentally draining as heck. Yeah. So the flow state's a very interesting thing. I've looked into it somewhat as it's related to like being a good artist. You tend to be one of the skills that a lot of people like to suggest is that when you're doing art right at your skill level, you're going to be able to tap into that flow state easier. So it is something I've looked into somewhat, but one of the things that's noteworthy about it is it's very hard to maintain flow state for more than about 40 minutes. As there's a lot more neurons firing in the brain in flow state. It's almost a way of getting a super activity of the brain going. Let's see. I'm good. Your feet are a little bit cold. Oh, Jay. In reality, when you are under hypnotic trance, you become more open to suggestion. You can still resist it 100%. Makes sense. Why are your feet cold, Nafuzi? Just cold in the house or something, or are you suffering from the rainstorms? We had a lot of rain here last night. Like it was a torrential downpour for what is functionally a desert. All right, start getting a little bit of color into these two. Let's get a little bit of blue to use for the white t-shirts that they wear. Right. They always are, just no real reason. Oh, that sound. I had that for a long, long time, where kind of just whenever I wasn't doing nothing, my feet were always cold. Then I started doing squats and push-ups on a semi-regular basis, and boy, did that ever flip it. It went from being one of those things where I always had to wear socks all the time because my feet were always cold, to I didn't really like putting socks on anymore because my feet are always a little bit warm. And in fact, I'm always a little bit warm. And I came to appreciate sitting in a very cold environment a lot more. As in, like, I try to keep my room around 50 degrees in the winter. It's very hard to do that in the summer, but... Alright, let's get the nice darks of the spats. Yeah, the big predominant difference I noticed is, like, the veins in my arms and legs bulked up in volume a lot around the time that switch came about. So I think it was just having a larger muscle mass meant the body was pumping more blood out to the extremities, which helps keep them warmer because you're getting more blood more consistently. I've heard of you talking about flow state. I can almost guarantee it is a hypnotic trance. Maybe. I don't necessarily know. I mean, I certainly don't feel like I'm hypnotized right now, but I would say that I'm kind of in that flow state going right now. I'm able to be aware of my surroundings. I can, talk and hold a conversation at the same time. It just is to me, I suppose, in some respects. But maybe it is. Like I said, I don't really know a whole lot about hypnosis or anything. Let's see. And then teal hair. Is that about right? Yeah, that's about right. Let's see. You're really more of a runner. Interesting. I mean, yeah, running a lot can certainly help. I know there's a lot of people that definitely prefer running. I tried running for a long time, and it never really improved anything for me. I didn't start getting into shape. Like, I had a pretty bad gut and all that stuff, even when trying to do running. I did run, like, hard running, like 5 to 10 miles a day, every day for like a month, and just nothing. Absolutely no improvement whatsoever. Start doing push-ups like 3-4 days later of like 100 push-ups a day, and I am immediately seeing improvement. So it might just be different body types to some degree there. My body might simply adapt better, improve better under weight strain as opposed to cardio strain. Well, hypnotic state, hypnosis often is portrayed incorrectly in media. I mean, I guess I'm not really sure what you mean by hypnotic state then. If you are referring to something that is not the common culture term for hypnosis. Let's pull that end for the handles. Let's see, and then we got like the body of the blade, and the blade itself be more in the white silver. Alright, and we a little bit right there. Now we got blue eyes to match their chainsaws, because they're a little bit of that crazy happy. Let's see. Let's get the other mouth over here. Alrighty. Let's see. I think maybe kind of a pale orange background would work well for these two. So let's just drop that in. Give a little bit of a gradient to it. Oh. Like that? Yeah, that'll work. Alrighty. That kind of gets our stuff vaguely blocked in. I guess these two do have yellow hair ribbons that we can sketch in real quick. We got cuffs and collars. All right, let's merge those together real quick. We're gonna throw a new layer in there and start getting in and drawing up these faces. Let's grab a bit of a blending brush for this part. Having someone concentrate on something is a common hypnosis induction technique. Oh, I see. I was under the impression that the reason that was used for hypnosis was because by having them concentrate on something, it makes them less aware, and thus the hypnotist is able to tap into the unawareness that the person presents. It makes them functionally mentally vulnerable. But, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it. Let's see. Got narrower eyes than that. Or the bottoms are narrower than that. There we go. A little bit of shadow. Top half. There we go. The other one chunked in similar. But I'm not sure that concentrating on something like you know, a coin or a pocket watch, which has little information, very little about it of interest, you can't. It's impossible to put much mental effort into it. Thus, the mind kind of just runs in circles on it. It's quite the same as concentrating on something that is an actually challenging task. One is actively asking the mind to shut down, whereas the other is actively asking the mind to dramatically ramp up. So I wonder, maybe you're right. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it just makes me think. That's all. If these couldn't be perhaps just simply two different states. And electric soul, will you still love me when I'm younger, young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I've got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Alright, get a little bit of that warmth in the eyes there. Gonna pull it into the mouth. Gonna just get that to be kind of a nice pink. Oh, tell me if you can. All the time. It's nice. Place if you want a party. I don't think you're necessarily wrong when you're under hypnosis. You are still conscious. You do have awareness of your surroundings. Yeah, that's. I suppose that's true. I don't know. It just makes me wonder whether one's more about shutting down and the other's more about opening up, or if they are in fact the same direction. It's a topic I would have to do a lot of research on before I felt like I could speak authoritatively on it. Let's get a little bit of kind of oranges in here. Actually, let's throw that onto a new layer so we can just pull out the eyes a little bit, because they got a bit more orange in their skin tone than some of the other anime characters we've done. So you can still react to outside stimuli. Your reactions to them may be a bit delayed, and you may be more likely to outright ignore them. See, see, that's the thing is, and I think that's where flow state differentiates from a hypnotic state, is when you're in that flow state, the stimuli you are somewhat focused on, you become hyper reactive to. Your reaction times go dramatically down, like upwards of requiring 1/3 of the normal reaction time and stuff. So that makes me feel like it might be something different. But it is marked by you're able to kind of tune out the noise of the world. Though it actually makes it very hard to react to external stimuli, like extremely hard to react to external stimuli in the flow state, like unaware of them almost altogether. I'm no expert either, exactly. I'm really just retelling your own experiences. Fair enough, fair enough. Like, I guess for an example, normally when I'm sitting around and at home just kind of relaxing or very casually drawing, and I mean very casually drawing, I'll hear every car drive down the road, I'll hear the cars driving down the road, half a mile down the major highway there. I can hear every time a truck goes by, every time an emergency vehicle goes by, all that sort of stuff. I can hear the neighbors' electronic systems, their washing machine kick on, stuff like that, and I can kind of just get an awareness of that, just this kind of constant, oh, the neighbor let their dog out, in little check-ins like that. When I'm sitting here drawing and talking with you guys at the same time, all that's gone. But I can talk to you and draw at the same time, and it's very, very easy. Let's get a row of teeth in there. That's what you were referring to? Oh, I see. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. Does hypnotism have that hyper exhaustion effect, where it where you are actively tired? Like your brain, you can't stay hypnotized for a long time. Like in the same manner that you can't stay in flow state for a long time. Like, do you get kicked out of a hypnotic trance periodically? I guess it would be my next big question. Because I was under the impression that typically with a hypnotic trance sort of situation, you had to have someone, wake you up from it, I guess would be the right way to put it. So one of the marked qualities of a flow state is it's very hard to stay in them for a long period of time. Most flow states last for most people, the flow state lasts for about 45 minutes. And heck, you can even catch this on me periodically while I'm drawing. I will occasionally stop and go, what was I doing again? Because what happened and what's going on exactly right then is I got kicked out of the flow state. I got kicked out of the extreme mental focus there and need to redecide on a task, reorient myself, and shove myself back into a flow state. Is that a thing that happens with the hypnosis you're talking about? Like, do you get kicked out of it because your brain becomes too tired to keep doing it? Like, typically when I end a stream, I almost always have to just go take like a 2-hour nap because I am mentally exhausted. Just because, you know, I've been in a hyper-activated mental state for a long period of time by forcing myself to stay in that drawing flow. Yeah, you can bring yourself out. Well, no. It's not just can you bring yourself out, it's does the trance force you out by virtue of total mental fatigue? Which is, I would say, is a different quality than just can you bring yourself out. I.e., do you hit such a high level of exhaustion that you can no longer maintain it? Or is it more of a recuperation state mentally? And, you know, is hypnotism marked by dramatic increases in metabolism and stuff like that? Because those are also notable things you get in the flow state. Well, the hypnosis I've participated in is always focused on relaxation, so you can't say, yeah, see, that I don't think that's quite the same then as flow, because flow is the exact opposite of relaxing. Like, you can't, they are inherently the opposite in some respects. Flow is a hyper-activated state. Like, when you're relaxing, typically you see a lower rate of neuron activation in the brain. In flow, you see a significantly higher activation rate of neurons in the brain. Like, in very much the same way as, you know, that I wouldn't be surprised if we only use 20% of our brain. Flow is us entering that state of using all 100%. Whereas you don't actually use all 100% on a day-to-day basis often. Unless you're regularly shoving yourself into that flow state. I don't know. It sounds to me like they're probably different, but they might have some level of be somewhat related. Hard to say, really. Let's see, let's get some of our teals in to kind of sharpen up the chin line a little bit. I don't like that chin meeting the neck exactly right there, so we're gonna narrow our neck a bit. And we're gonna kind of break a bit of a rule there and paint in with the background color, just because it's messy. I feel like they stem from the same thing but diverge from each other at some point. That seems likely. Let's see. All right, let's put in a few little highlights and stuff like that into these clothes. Closer, closer, closer. Hip, hey, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hey. Hip. Let's see, get a couple of sidelines there. It may be possible to put someone into a flow state by way of hypnosis, since I know that you can temporarily lower someone's IQ via hypnosis, so the opposite might be possible. That might be possible. From what I've seen, the only reliable way we know of putting people into flow is to present to them what is often called a Goldilocks challenge. It is something that challenges their skill right to the exact level. So for me, drawing is by itself in a very relaxed manner is trivial. Like, I don't know if you saw the picture of Bay's hat that I posted, but at no point during the entire drawing of that hat did I really enter a flow state. But that hat also took me like 8 hours to draw, and I was never really focused that hard on drawing it at any point. When I'm drawing here live on stream, though, I'm trying to draw quickly while holding conversations, and it requires a lot more mental effort and is thus more challenging. So it hits that like perfect challenge for me. And everything I've seen with flow indicates that you have to have that kind of perfect challenge to get into the flow state. And I mean, you do game development. Undoubtedly, if you do a little bit of research on it, you'll find that getting players into the flow state is kind of an eternal challenge of game developers, because that's where they tend to have the most fun. Things like Elden Ring did a magnificent job of putting their players in the flow state, as it is able to repeatedly present the perfect challenge for the player over and over, based off of the way that the game is set up, where you kind of play where most people kind of grind until they feel like they can take on a challenge, and once they've taken on a challenge, they will try and take on another challenge until they lose before they start grinding again. what that does is it creates a self-fulfilling, you're hitting that flow. You might miss it a little above or a little below sometimes, but you hit it pretty often. All right, let's get a little bit of our highlights here on our elbows. We don't have any lighting on the mouth or on the face and eyes. The eyes look very flat. Yeah, it certainly would be interesting to know what the connection between flow and hypnosis is. Alrighty. Well, I gotta go. It was fun talking with you. All right. Well, thanks for... Yeah, it was fun talking. Feel free to drop in again anytime, and thanks for being here while you were. I'll catch you later, Jay. Peace out. Let's get our little box here. Oh, you'll just be in lurk mode. Alrighty. Well, pleasure to have you in lurk mode. Do appreciate that. Gonna get a little bit of shadow going on, indicate the flow of the curves and whatnot. Start bringing in some of the shadow from that one into this one. What you thinking? I'll tell you yours, I'll tell you mine. Doing in a place like this. 1, 2, 3. I'll never be the same if we ever meet again. Won't let you get to where. And if we ever meet again, this free fall's got me so. Kiss me all night, don't ever let me go. I'll never be the same if we ever meet again. Whoa. Let's see. We'll put some of the bright highlights in up here. Nice. Much your face before. 1, 2, 3. Made me blush, but I can't help watching. Please tell me what's his favorite. I don't try, don't you worry. I'm flirting with my eyes. Wanna live with you tonight. Will you come here much? Gotta see your face some more. Sorry, I'll never be the same if we ever meet again. And let you get away. Said if we ever meet again. This free falls got me so. This me all night, don't ever let me go. I'll never be the same if we ever meet again. We ever meet again. I will so much more to say. If we ever meet again, I won't ever go away. I'll never be the same if we ever meet again. Won't let you get away. Said, if we ever meet again, this free falls got me so. Kiss me all night, don't ever let me go. I'll never be the same if we ever meet again. Should we ever meet again? Alright, let's get in there and do this other eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wrong spot. There we go. I want to actually bring the pupil more over so she's looking like back over her shoulder more. Kind of someone. Alright, let's get a little bit of that orange in on the face like we did with the other one. Just that nice soft. We're gonna throw it onto a new layer too. In the same manner we did with the first one, just so we can kind of erase out the eye and stuff like that. Have to fight me off. I can never have nothing. Don't even need your love. Reach me like a stranger, and that feels so wrong. Didn't have to go so low. Collect your record and your number. Ooh, that's a bit harsh. We're looking for something a little more here-ish. Get a little bit of pink in for the lip, just a little bit. Let's see, maybe let's pull in a little bit of pink for our cheeks. That might be a little bit much. Let's do, yeah, that's about right. Something that I've done. Why live that high? into every word you say. You could let it go. I wouldn't cut you hung up on somebody that you used to know. A little bit of blushy marks. I don't even need your love. Treat me like a stranger, and that feels so wrong. Didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Oh, Grimsley, my sister just got engaged today. Well, I just woke up to hear this news. Ooh, congratulations. That sounds exciting. Have you met the her partner? I guess would be the best way there. I hope you like your new family-in-law there. Hopefully. It would certainly suck if she got engaged to someone that you did not get along with. Let's get a little bit of those. Ah, no, just woke up and a bit scared. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that you are not a fan of her new partner. I hope that doesn't ruin your family dynamics. Let's get a few more eye highlights in there, maybe a little reflection across the bottom. Nice, nice. We'll pull in a little tiny bit of nice red right in the eye, right in the eyelashes. Kind of mixed between, because I'm the only one who hasn't gotten married yet, and I probably have to go back to my parents' house. Oh, I mean, not being married late in life is certainly okay. You know, not everyone's gonna find someone early on. They're gonna ask me the worst thing I don't want to hear. Oh, they're gonna ask you when you're gonna settle down with someone. That's always annoying when your parents are trying to pressure you to go get with someone and you're like, I haven't found someone I like yet. Or yeah, that's rough. Let's get a little reflection here on the tongue. There we go. All right, let's get some teeth on the saw here. Gonna just get a nice little flat there and quickly kind of mark in the shadows and the highlights. Okay, good. Well, I certainly wish you luck in sorting that situation out. Not a whole lot you can do about it aside from let it unfold around you, though it sounds like. But I'm sure it'll work out. No? Okay, this is not an ideal painting, I'm not gonna lie, but it's going okay. And all things considered, for 2 characters in an hour and 15 minutes, we've gotten a shocking amount done. See, I guess we can kind of deepen some of those shadows, make them a little bit bluer on like the hair and stuff. Just helps separate out some of the hair. Alrighty, maybe we can bring in a little bit of that kind of orangey skin here in the subsurface shadow there. Touch of it here for the shine. Something like that there. Let's clean up just a little bit. I mean, all things considered, I think this painting is not going to dramatically improve, even if we spend another hour fiddling on it. So there are some slightly off underlying problems in it that are going to limit the overall final result. But I think it's getting pretty close to what I'm going to have to call done here. Alrighty, I think I am gonna call that good. It's this particular style is a bit out of my wheelhouse, so I was not quite able to get those two as nice as I would like, and 2 characters at the same time. I kind of rushed through the posing, worried that I was gonna not have enough time for the rendering, and I think I probably should have spent a little more time on the posing because it did not come out nearly as well as I would have liked. But that is neither here nor there. We are predominantly done. I'm going to do just a couple little highlights here on the pants. And then I am going to call it good for the day. All right. I think we're calling that good. So anyways, thank you all for coming to the stream. I know this is not the best painting I've ever done. It's in fact kind of on the lower end, quality end for what I've been turning out recently. But I do appreciate the attendance, and you know, not every painting can be a winner. But I'm sure we'll come up with something better next time. Anyways, Thank you for coming out, Jay. Thank you for coming out, Grimsley. Thank you for coming out to the stream, Nafuzi. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for attending. Thank you for the likes, the upvotes, the whatever. So, anyways, I will be live tomorrow at who are we doing today? Today is Thursday. I will be live early tomorrow morning, so in like I don't know, 12 hours or something. And we'll be painting an interesting animal picture. We are going to be painting a cosmic whale, a whale made of galaxies. So, I hope you guys can tune in for that, and thank you for being out here today, and I will see y'all later. Peace out.